Hi there folks, we're back at UK Games Expo. I'm here with Dan and we're going to be talking about a game that is quite close to my heart, mainly because it involves little tiny bearded guys walking around in their old holds, trying to fight monsters and all that kind of good stuff, and that is Grimskald. So, for those people who are uninitiated, I mean, seriously, how have you missed this? What is Grimskald and sort of how does it work?
Well, Grimskald's the company, Torch and Shield.
Oh yes, that was it, yes.
That's right, I'll correct you. So basically it's a dwarf-based dungeon delver skirmish game where you can play on any dungeon tiles, use any dwarves you've got. And the core mechanic is a fuel light source mechanic. The game basically revolves around that. You start with a set amount of fuel, and as it goes on, it starts to deplete. And once you run out of fuel, your torches and lanterns will start spluttering out. And once your torches and lanterns splutter out, things start to go a bit sideways. In the light, the dwarves are pretty good at kicking the monsters' asses, but once the lights go out, the monsters get the edge, and things can go pretty pear-shaped for the dwarves. So it can be completely competitive PvP, or there's complete solo co-op options you can play through. We've got a cooperative campaign which you delve into the halls with a friend, or you can do it all solo. Like I said, use any dwarves, but we have our own miniatures on our site that you can check out with interchangeable weapons. You can arm your guys any way you like, or you can just throw models down, WYSIWYG it. Yeah, it can be beer and pretzels if you want it to be, or you can really get into the tactics of it. So we have our own dungeon tiles as well, but like I said, you can use any dungeon tiles, any gridded tile, basically, it all works.
So you folks went through crowdfunding fairly recently, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
How has that all been for you? So
So we had a successful crowdfunding campaign. Trying to think when it was. I think it was the end of 2023. And
that was it.
Released it all in late 2024. So it's gone pretty well, and now we're working on an expansion called the Vaults of Zarn, which includes a grand campaign, which basically just expands out the game in 100 different ways, gives you loads more narrative options and new clans. We're introducing the elves, human.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
You got to have elves if it's a dwarf game, because you want to be able to knock them on the head with a hammer.
Unleash the animosity.
Yeah, exactly. And 2 playable monster crews. One's an undead dwarf clan who inscribed themselves with runes of everlasting, and it didn't really work out the way they wanted it to.
Was it like a monkey's paw situation?
Something like that. Then now they're living forever as undead. And also a Krell, which are like some monstrous gnoll-like beasts. So, so that's going to expand the game out a fair bit. We've got a couple of other things on the table as well.
Yeah, sure, go for it,
So, you would know that we pumped out a quick Doom Divers game.
We did, yes, I remember that. We talked about it in the news and all that kind of stuff. Very aptly released.
Yes. So that was just a bit of fun. I literally wrote it in a week, but we had so much good press from it, and people from around the world were playing it in Argentina and all over the place, saying, I'm doing my part, and Starship Troopers in it. So we were encouraged to kind of create a rule set for it, expand it out, move away from the Helldivers, Doom Divers kind of trope into, so it's called Drop Core Pioneers. And basically it's it's a sandbox rule book, so that you can play any co-op video game shooter on the tabletop. It'll have, you want to do a Gears of War thing, you can do it. You can do a Doom co-op shooter on the tabletop. There's a Demon World, and we have different biomes and loads of different things. So it's the most beer and pretzels game imaginable. You don't have to write a list. You just show up, choose your equipment for your soldier. Each person plays one soldier, and you start gunning down hordes of bugs, monsters, aliens, or whatever else. So
I love that.
Yeah, so cool. That should be a few months away before it starts hitting the Kickstarter. And I suppose the only other thing I can show you is we've got these Grimfields terrain tiles that we're working on, which are a 3D printable, magnetisable terrain tile. They're really sturdy, and they just clip together. You just print them and you can build up a big collection, and we'll be doing several editions, so you can add new stuff to these. So
And that's just going to be growing and adding to your catalogue over the course of the next couple of months and that kind of thing.
yeah, exactly. So
Very nice.
our business, we're actually going full time
All right.
in the next couple of months, and just going to give it a whirl. And so we'll be producing a bunch more stuff. We'll be able to produce a lot more at a better rate. So.
You need to support Grimskald then. That's clearly the option we're getting here. I was going to say, what's really nice about this one, and I suppose both of your games actually as well, is that a lot of people have a lot of miniatures lying around in their collections, and to find some really fun games to just use all of those with is a great option. There's a lot of people, including myself, who have a lot of like Doom minis lying around from old board games. They seem like they would be perfect for that. So
exactly. We just wanted, particularly with this Drop Core Pioneers, we just thought we can really expand this out, have several different biomes in the book, so you can play in deserts and them actually impact the game, and the same with different aliens. So you could have an orc horde, you could have a, like you said, demon world. We've got the idea as well to have human rebels. So if you've got some Imperial Guard miniatures lying around, you can simulate
you could go grimdark.
Yeah, you can go grimdark. You can go. And even the equipment rules allows you to literally have power armoured guys. So if you want to recreate Space Marines as they probably should be on the tabletop,
Rather than just falling over,
rather than falling over, actually having 4 Space Marines mow down hundreds of enemies, you can do that with
like a certain lieutenant, perhaps.
yeah, like a certain lieutenant in a certain game. But yeah, you can definitely do that and make the most of those rules. So it's just one rule book. That's all we'll be putting out for that, with maybe a card deck. So
obviously, you said you guys do your own minis and things for people to use with Torch and Shield and stuff. Are you doing the same thing with your sci-fi stuff as well? Are you going to start creating your own minis for that as well? Or?
So for Drop Core Pioneers, we haven't got hard plans for miniatures yet, but we do have a Patreon, which we're going to start pushing into a lot more regularly once we go full time. And there's probably going to be some kits that will come out. So we might do like the Demon Force kit, or the aliens, it might be Halo kind of type aliens or something like that, just so people can do all the things. But yeah, once we can actually give all our time to it, we'll be putting out a lot of new things, and all of our stuff's available online on my mini factory. If you want to print it. So yeah.
Cool. Oh man. If you want to come and learn a little bit more about Torch and Shield, and of course your new stuff you guys are doing in the sci-fi world and that kind of thing as well, make sure to come and check out OTT, and obviously you guys, links and all your things on social medias and all that kind of stuff as well, because this is honestly very, very awesome. You should definitely come and check it out. Thank you very much for talking through all of that. That's really cool. Best of luck with everything you guys are doing in the future and going full time with it all. It's a scary prospect, but a fun one, I guess.
It is. It's crazy. Just do it, right?
Exactly.
You only live once, so we're going to do it. Thanks for coming and talking to me. I appreciate it.
Make sure to come and check out more of our videos on the live blog and of course on the live stream as well. And we'll see you guys in the near future very, very soon. Bye for now.